Hello boys and girls, welcome to another session of Let's Play LA Noire. Our next case is the silk stocking murder.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Ah, sorry.
Yeah, my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Again,
Another
naked?
naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hokey.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
Yeah, I'm still very unhappy about the Mueller case. But I felt deceived by the game because I was 100% sure that the Mueller didn't do it.
That's one heck of a Sunday.
But I wasn't completely sure that that pedophile was the murderer. And the problem was that the interviews were probably in the wrong order for the game, or for my failings. Anyway, it can never be undone.
You know the way. You can drive.
I'll try to better now.
KTI Radio.
You have the address?
It's the alley off Aliso between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to the desk.
Yeah. It means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
Why are all these women murdered naked? Doesn't make sense.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
All right. Oh, feet.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Carruthers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're ready.
What's that written on the body? Kiss me, miss me. Can you please look at it? Oh, it's on. I'm sorry. I'm kiss the blood. BD. Kiss the blood. Strangled.
Catch all the good ones, folks.
Lacerations
Oh.
on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
It's really. Skin is like. Well, you say lacerated. I'm not too familiar with that term, but it's like cut out, strangled probably. These cases have definitely something to do together. Again, a wedding ring or something. Oh.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger. No skin under the fingernails.
Wait, no skin under the fingernails? What? No skin under the fingernails, really? Skin under the fingernails. Probably that means that she didn't try to scratch the attacker, probably the wedding ring was torn when she was unconscious or murdered.
Kiss the blood. BD.
Kiss the blood. Oh look.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Yeah. Antonia. Oh, this is really awful murder.
The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
The best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copycat.
Strangled, battered.
Yeah. We know the MO. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mal?
Head injuries from contact with road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Yeah, similar but not the same. Wow. Sock.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
Oh, she was probably strangled with this, and the friction caused, he probably was like sewing her head off with this, and then that would explain the skin. Look how masterfully done is this in the game. Okay, like this silk thing sock really feels so light, and it's got great physical behavior in the air. Well done, game designers, well done. Ah, this is nothing probably.
Phelps, you'll want to come and take a look at this.
Where are you?
Same, brother.
Who's talking? And where are you?
I'm not kidding, Phelps. Come see.
Yeah,
Now.
tell me where you are.
Antonia. Oh, same as the library card.
Mm-hmm. Look, the blood traces. The blood is all over here. To here. What is here? Oh, okay, the blood trace. I'm taking a note of it.
May as well follow the trail.
And you see the foot. I mean the shoe. It was this kind of shoes. Anything here? No, not this, but the shoe.
Proximity to the scene, plus the bloodstains. No way is this coincidence.
No, this is not. It was probably the type of the shoe that the victim was wearing.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
It's again just the mosquitoes. Like, can I? Oh.
House keys strung up like bait on a hook.
He's playing games with us.
You think he's trying to lead us somewhere?
Yeah.
Probably all the way to City Hall, that brazen son of a bitch.
Looks like he is trying to lead us somewhere.
That's got to be a code or a cipher.
It's dice 253. 253. Like on the gaming dice. Mr. A and Mrs. A. Maldonado. Maldonado, like the Formula 1 driver. By hand.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us?
Did I take note of Mrs.
Clearly
Maldonado?
wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
Sure. No question about
There
it.
you go, Phelps. You got a new MO. I told you it wasn't.
Why didn't I take a note of
Might just be getting more confident.
Mrs. Maldonado as people? Dot pattern note. Ladies head, blood trail, personal effects. Effects. Wait. Scattered about crime scene by killer. Small key marker number 5. A dot pattern hole. Had a 5 too. But why didn't I take a note about... Go away. Didn't take a note about this letter. Mrs. A. Maldonado, by hand. Empty. Should have at least taken a note of it. And let the R&I run, Mrs. A. Maldonado.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here. What's the significance?
Yeah. Phew.
Looks as though the killer was decorating with this. Son of a
Maldonado.
bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
And there was a key. Why don't you look at it? Very strange.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going? It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
All right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
He's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting it.
I'm sure.
Okay.
Wait just a moment. I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Yes, she does. I'm Mrs. Barbara LaPente, the owner of this boarding house. Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am. Do you mind if we come in? Is there somewhere we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor. Wipe your feet as you come in, detectives. It's this way.
Sorry, didn't do it.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead? Oh, no. She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We need to take a look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs, last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
I think this woman looked quite naturally surprised. Oh, where did I see this? There was a case where I saw this.
Hey, Cole, let's get moving.
No, let me. We've seen this. It wasn't homicide. It was the house of the... with this maricon guy. This Spanish woman had such a picture of Mary on her desk as a small elliptic thing to wear around neck. Wait, there is something in here, right? What kind of flower is that on the left? Hmm.
Will you look at that? Someone's turned the place over.
Hmm. Indeed.
The smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
What? Iron picket? What is an iron picket? Is it the bar with which he broke the window and broke in?
You know how I feel about windows, Phelps.
Is this the... Oh! Stay there! Is this the picket?
So someone broke in using this thing instead of a crowbar. Wonder where it was taken from.
Looks like from a fence of a graveyard. At least there was no fence which is around here. Let's open it. Miss Antonia Isabel Maldonado, care of Parsons Boarding House. Antonia, further to my previous correspondence of August 7th, I am writing to inform you that
Okay, we have an address.
the petition to the Superior Court of the State of California has been accepted and a court date scheduled. Your case, docket number blah, 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 will be heard on September 17th. I am told that your husband, Angel Christopher Maldonado, residing at Street, has been served with the official papers and is on notice to appear at the Central District Court on the above date. Though it is not essential and many women in your position choose not to do so, I would advise you also to appear at the Central District Court on the scheduled date. In my experience, a woman plaintiff's presence in cases like this one can do much to influence proceedings. And if your husband doesn't appear on September 17th, which you have told me is likely, then it can only help our chances. Yours sincerely, Frederick Tattersall, LLB, JD. Is it a divorce case? Is she getting a divorce from her husband? Frederick D. Tattersall. He knows about her case. He can tell us more. Let's see, what do we have in the notebook now about him? People. Estranged husband. Attorney. It's an attorney. Between divorced attorney and victim. Okay, so she was getting a divorce. $253.
The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the shoe. The shoe is the same. Have a look at it. Take a look at it. Why don't you? There, you see the shoe. It tells us it's really been the victim's one. There's so many things around and he doesn't investigate anything. Well, we go to her husband.
The landlady looks like she means business. We'll be wanting her statement.
Let's go talk to her.
Oh, wait. Let's have another look around. Okay, well, there is... Maybe we'll find something we don't know that there is. Bathroom, we can't enter it. She's waiting here. Private, okay, there is nothing much. Alright, let's talk.
We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, detective. I'll do my best.
Movement of victim.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I have no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Really? Maybe you look like you could know many things. Nothing?
A nosy old hag like you knows everything about the people who live under her roof. Where did she go?
I think she went to a bar. She's been drinking quite a lot lately.
This bar have a name?
El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place on North Los Angeles Street.
A nosy
It's only
old
a couple of blocks from where we found the body.
A nosy old hag. Cole, you're so impolite. But this woman really may know a lot. Possible suspects. Wait, what? Did she, I was so shocked by Cole's reaction that I couldn't really listen to the answer. A nosy old hag. El Dorado Bar. It's a Latino place, North Angeles. It's only a couple of blocks from where we found the body. All right. Evidence of break-in. Oh, talk about breakdown in marriage. She will like the subject, I think. Let's go with evidence of break-in.
You've had a break-in?
No, that can't be true.
Well, ma'am, that's a lie. We have evidence against it. Right, let me check. Broken window is evidence. Alright. Lie.
You're being economical with the truth, Mrs. Lepenti. What do you have to hide?
I have no idea what you are talking about.
The broken window and Mrs. What was Maldonado's apartment.
So Antonia lost her keys and used an iron bar to jimmy the back window?
I heard a noise in the early hours of the morning. I thought it might be a raccoon at the milk bottles.
Raccoon at milk bottles.
It'd be very bad for business if this news got out. I have a reputation to protect.
Let's ask her about the breakdown of the marriage.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
Really? It's about all jewelry. No, no, no. There was a charm bracelet. And this is a very observant woman. No, how do I get back? Tab? That's a lie.
What about her bracelet?
I don't know anything about a bracelet.
Well, this charm bracelet on her photograph.
In her wedding photo, she's displaying a charm bracelet.
That thing? She never wore it. He gave it to her. She always kept it in that wooden jewelry box.
Wooden jewelry box? Didn't see that one. So the possible suspect is her husband. Anybody else?
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
Well, what to make out of it? That rat of a husband. She was serving. I think this is actually true. Well, that's the obvious suspect, right? We have nobody else. This woman only knows so much. All she can make out of it is that her husband was it. I select truth.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
Thanks, ma'am. You've been very helpful.
Pay a call to that husband of hers. Lock him up and throw away the key.
We can either front Angel, seeing as the finger's pointing right at him, or we could check out the El Dorado one.
We do El Dorado. I don't believe this is the husband. Again, these cases are becoming very, very similar. Where are you going? Oh, yeah, here's our car. Okay. We go to El Dorado. You're sitting at the wrong place, old man.
You can drive.
A nosy old hag?
Nosy old hag.
And I thought I was coming on strong with the ex-wife.
Sometimes you have to be firm to get the information you need.
Yeah, but
God damn it, ain't that the truth?
but you don't have to be firm right at the beginning of the conversation, Phelps.